The mic should be working. How's it sound? I have a push-to-talk key even bound to my controller. How's it going, Win? Ugh, that's gonna take some getting used to. Normally I don't have a push-to-talk when I'm streaming, but I figured this way I could get rid of a little static. As I was saying, up until recently, Canada didn't have caffeine in their Mountain Dew. Just a little while ago, they started doing Mountain Dew Charge, which is basically a regular Mountain Dew. Thanks for the tweet, though. So let's see. This is a new game, so we've got to go up to the fairground. I don't know if I'll stick with the push-to-talk or not. It's kind of hard to remember. Let's just kill that one right now, actually. There we go. You shouldn't be able to hear the static over the music in the game anyway, so. It's only really irritating when you're doing like ventrilo and stuff like that, where people can actually hear just you. I had to get a running started there. So how is it you never managed to play Chrono Trigger? Just not a JRPG fan, or just a little too young for when it came out? You can hear me now, right? Oh, I see, that's why. Chrono Trigger was one of those games I played when I was growing up. A lot. Been a few years since I've seriously played it, though. It's interesting because your first time seeing the game, and this isn't the regular game. This is actually a fan retranslation that's more accurate to what the Japanese version actually said. If you're wondering why I don't pick up that package every time I pass by, I'll actually get in trouble later in the game if I do. You'll see. Ugh, my keys are wrong. There we go. Look at that, a console game with rebindable controls by default. And it was on the Super Nintendo. Awkward. Alright, I guess I actually have to go do what I was wanting to do in the menu there. Graphically, in video games, we're always going forward, but I swear, in accessibility, we're always going backwards. And in those rare occasions where we do move forwards in accessibility, it's usually at a bad time. Like for StarCraft, for example. Moving over to StarCraft 2, they definitely lowered the ceiling, the skill ceiling. But it's immediately apparent that it's not as low as we thought it was, for sure. But those super crazy multitaskers certainly don't have the fun times that they used to have. Yeah, I would say that it was actually harder to get into Brood War, basically, period, than it was for StarCraft 2. North America, for example, never really actually did get into Brood War, as I'm sure you're aware. Hang on, I had to fix something. There we go. You know something's bad is going to happen as soon as the music just dies off instantly. As an interesting bit of trivia, if you've ever seen any Dragon Ball Z or the later Dragon Quest, or even just most of them Dragon Quest games, same artist actually did designs for the characters in this. Square Soft at the time, but usually they're referred to as Square Enix now. What actually happened with Square Enix is that they actually had a rival when they were back when they were SquareSoft. They had a rival called Enix that was making the Dragon Quest series, or was it Dragon Warrior? I think it was Dragon Quest. I think Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest are actually the same thing. Regardless, but I don't know. Many years ago, they decided to merge, and games have gotten considerably worse ever since. Which is weird, because both companies made great games at the time. Surprise! if you see those tech points I'm getting at the end along with the experience, tech points allow you to learn unique techniques. I don't have any just yet. I should get the first one after a few fights here, I imagine. Speak of the devil. I got a level and I got my first tech. I think it's just about the perfect place to use it too. That power glove. Although I'll probably give the power glove to Marley a little bit later, when she's back in the party. It's actually a combination right now of real-time and turn-based. If there's a menu up, or it's my turn, then the combat is paused, but when it's their turn, they move freely around the area. Or when I'm charged, like, because you'll see I have the charge bar in the upper right there. You can play it on active, in which case it's always real-time. But even then, you can't actually move yourself in combat. And I prefer the wait system just because it allows me to slow things down and play at my own pace. Tips. Yeah, the combat system in this game is exceptional. I haven't actually played this translation myself. A lot of the things that we used to in Squaresoft RPGs have been changed in this translation because it was actually the same translator translating most of the English releases. So, you know, things like the names of revives, various status curements and stuff like that have different names to them. Thankfully, I can actually just hover over them to figure out what they do. The game has the best music ever. No, I can't. Mostly the combat is strategy based on you waiting for your enemies to get in the right position or stuff like that. But you can't actually physically move yourself. The idea being that you move to get into combat in the first place, and that's about as far as you get in regards to setting up your position. So 77 more tech points, I can learn Whirlwind, which is an AoE. Well, I think it's actually not an AoE ability. It's a yeah, as it says, it's a Whirlwind slash attack, but it's like a line attack basically, and everything within that line takes damage. So it's another one of those situations where you have to understand when the best time to use it actually is. I apologize if the sound is anything funny. It skips occasionally, stuff like that. Emulating games like this is not an exact science, obviously, and there are just things that don't quite work. But trying to cast this off my Super Nintendo would be kind of difficult. I'll get viewers eventually, I'm not worried about it. I enjoy casting. I don't cast anything I didn't want to play anyway. I'm planning to start casting a lot more often in the future here. And at the end of the month, I'm actually buying a proper capture card so I can do bigger, better games. Well, bigger games at least, not necessarily better. Oh, I forgot to loot that chest over there. I don't think I'll get to now. Not for a little while, anyway. I stand corrected. I can still get the chest. That chest. I almost should have answered yes to that question, just for giggles. And this is one of the first spots I've noticed a major change to the dialogue that makes a lot more sense than the original English release. In the original English release, her princess name was actually wildly different than her regular name, but in this release, in this retranslation, her princess name is actually just a longer form of her nickname she uses, which makes a lot more sense. Yeah, for their time, the graphics in this game were pretty much the shit. They did not get much better than this for the Super Nintendo. So now I have an extra party member, and she should have her own technique, which might allow us to do, eventually allow us to do double techniques. So I have Spin Slash still, my regular technique. She does not have anything, so she's probably just really close. Another level for Chrono, that's good. Oh, they're calling them caps in this game, are they? In the English release of this game, that item I just picked was called a power tab. But this works too. I can use it to add a single point of power to any of my characters. It does take up my character's energy to use that ability, but I'm planning to refill now soon here anyway. You can pick and choose members, and parties are at a maximum 3. For the first half of the game, you have to have Chrono, but most everybody else is optional. Assuming you actually have people you can add to your party, or that somebody isn't involved in something involving the story coming up. So occasionally you are forced into specific parties due to the things that are happening in the story, but not too often. Let's see. So sitting here, I can actually refill my mana and health and get back on the road here. Luca actually got her ability, which automatically unlocked a dual tech that allows them to combine their two abilities into one larger ability. I'll try to show that off soon here. Surprise! So I believe they have applied a slow effect to Chrono. Yeah. Hence the white aura. Which makes his battle gauge fill more slowly. Go with the Frogman! This dialogue is a lot more amusing when it's properly translated. So Frog actually has Tongue Slurp, which is actually a healing ability. I'm intentionally killing most things because I don't intend to grind it all, so I need as much experience as I can get. With some party combinations, you can actually get triple text, but I don't think this party can do that until later. Hello, Neoheart. How's it going? That is absolutely correct. You have to use potions, or ethers for your, mana points and whatnot. Or you can rest at an inn, or I think there's tents as well. Well, that's awfully nice of you, Neo. Thanks for stopping by. I think I was actually lurking in one of your casts for a moment earlier, but I'm not 100% sure. I was pretty sleepy at the time. Sounds like fun. I wouldn't say that fantastic, considering this game is created by the same people as Final Fantasy, and technically the first Final Fantasy came out, you know, like 10 years before this game did. Probably closer to 7 or maybe 8. I can't remember exactly. The first Final Fantasy came out in 85, I think, so... Did I mention this game has the best music ever? Oof, so you were pretty late to the series then. I played my first Final Fantasy when I was 5 or 6. Back in the mid-80s. Actually, it was probably late 80s even. Yeah, because you didn't see that coming. Actually, I need to check something back in there. That's what I thought. After this fight, I'm going to take a, 30-second break just to go speak to somebody. Probably closer to a minute, really, but I just have to confirm something. Ooh, I learned a new technique, which allowed me to learn a new double technique. A good one, too. I will be just a minute. Forgot to unmute my mic. It's irritating. XSplit doesn't seem to want to switch scenes when I hit the hotkey. I kind of have to hotkey when playing this game because it flips out if the cursor leaves the window. I was actually talking to Crumps about it earlier, and we have no idea why it happens to me and nobody else. Probably something to do with my sound card. Oh hey, let's try out the new ability. Let's have her attack that, and then we'll wait for Chrono to recharge. So good. I need to remember to go up and get that chest before I actually continue up these stairs. I'm sure one of these has got to be trapped. It's been forever though, so I can't remember for sure. I guess not. I think I turned these spikes off with the skull over here. Yeah, not a very complicated trap. Yeah, actually, there should be a boss fight pretty soon here. Har har. Must be a little low on the MP. I'll have to use some ethers before we get into the boss battle. I figured, hence the har har. I kind of figured on that one. At this point, I almost feel like I should hide the Call of Duty games that are in the stack to my side here. But I don't think you can see them anyway. Although, I think it's enough that I don't play them anymore. Even if I wanted to stream them, and obviously I don't, I won't have my capture card until the end of the month. I'm looking forward to that. It's a good capture card. Did a lot of thinking and researching to decide which one I wanted. To give you just a moment here, I'll actually... Let's see... I think it's the Avermedia Live Gamer, but I'll give you a link. It's quite a lot more expensive than I think most people are willing to pay. But it has hardware recording, so I can play games that are really intensive without having to worry as much about my frame rates taking a hit from the recording. Incidentally, it's actually one of the few cards I found in my research that allows you to capture on the PC it's plugged into and on consoles. I can't really open that link just now, but I'm willing to guess it's the... Well, it's probably a Blackmagic Intensity Pro or something like that if it's cheaper. Or perhaps the... Hapaj Colossus or something. Oh, okay. Just the more basic one, eh? I'm sure that will do absolutely fine. Are you planning to capture stuff for PC or console? After this fight, I'm going to take a look at that. Because last time I checked, I don't think that a card allows you to capture on the same PC that it's installed into, so... But I'm not sure if it's the one I think it is. Ow. Oh look, Chrono's actually kind of low. Alright, just one moment. I'm going to take a look at that for a second. It looks like it should work. Ooh, Dazzle. Yeah, there's that. Honestly, without doing more research, I can't say for sure, but Avermedia hasn't made a lot of bad products, so I would assume it's pretty decent. Make sure you check that the card's compatible with XSplit, though. Assuming you use XSplit. Although it does have its own software, I don't know if that software actually connects to Twitch TV. Well, there you go. Learned another double tech, which is nice. I think there's a save point soon here that I can use. Did I miss the switch? No, I got it. Weird. That still tilts down. I think most capture devices, especially software ones, will be delayed from the actual source. The only real issue with Dazzles are that they're relatively low resolution, but for PS2 or older, it's not going to be an issue, obviously. Of course, I suppose it depends on the Dazzle. Most of the Dazzles I've seen are quite old, so... Oh, there's a whole lot of baddies here. There we go. I shouldn't be using up my MP so quickly, but these guys hit really hard, so I want to get rid of them as quickly as I can. Why are you attacking that target, Frog? Nice. No, I did not. I found that it actually frustrated me far too much, and I eventually just got irritated with it. Yes, the one I'm getting is quite expensive. I'm not fond of the, black intensities. I find that they are overly temperamental. Also, the one I show actually does hardware recording. It doesn't do software stuff. So again, my frame rates are basically untouched, even on PC. So you know, I could cast relatively demanding games that otherwise my computer wouldn't be powerful enough for to run the casting software and the actual game. Also, the AverMedia card that I linked is extremely well supported by XSplit. There are some games even the best computers can't properly cast. Also, again, it's a pain in the butt to actually get the a lot of the other cards to actually record on the same PC they're plugged into. It's doable, but it's extremely irritating. Okay, why can't I not remember how to open the door? I hit the two switches. Okay, when I say recording, I mean everything. Like, when you actually cast, you're recording. It's not going to your hard drive, but you're recording. Also, I do some stuff on YouTube as well. Well, that which is pretty new as well. There's not much there. I'm having a total brain fart here. I can't remember how to open this door. I thought I hit the two skulls and it would open. Maybe I have to use the pipe organ in the other room. Yeah, that's it. Now I feel dumb. Also, that particular capture card can stream at 1080p with 60 frames per second, which is pretty awesome. I probably won't be actually doing Twitch at 1080p, probably 720 still, just because it limits your viewers too much when you don't have partnership. But I'll definitely be running at 60 frames per second when I can. Alright, thanks for stopping by, dude. I'll try to catch your casts. I don't really have a schedule yet as to when I'll be online. I sort of just pop on when I feel like it, but eventually I'll have a schedule as well. So that's the real queen, not the one from the future/present thing. Duh, indeed. So I forgot, but one of the things you're supposed to do with this fight that they don't really mention is that, as it was spamming during the right part there, if you get him into the right position, he can't counterattack. Which is when he attacks all three of my characters at the same time. which he just did again. It's just weird because I thought he was too close to counterattack. Apparently I have no potions. This could get interesting. Oh crap. Well, you can actually wait for him to move to the correct position. Bet you didn't expect somebody to be in the chest. I find it interesting in this translation they actually use leave some of the honorifics and things in the game. Interestingly, the frog character has changed quite drastically. In the North American release, he had a strange way of speaking that didn't make any sense for the way in the game. They thought it made him more knightly, but it just made him seem awkward. And it seems in the original game and in this retranslation, they got rid of that idea. Oh, Luca has 1 hit point. Excellent. If that person had decided to attack her instead, I would have had to get her rezzed or something. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Your party members come back after your battles anyway. They just come back at like 1 hit point, I think. Or is that just because I got as far as I did with... Yeah, I think actually they don't. And you have to go to an inn or get a res item, but I got her back because I completed part of the story. It's been a long time since I've played this game seriously. I have no healing items. The only healing I have is from Marley, and she can only use it in combat. And down she goes. Oh, she hasn't even learned it yet. Wow. She probably can use it outside of combat, then she just hasn't actually finished learning the skill yet. I'll just stop off at the inn on the way back anyway. Alright, Aura Spin, that's fun. Oh, they do get restored to 1 hit point. So much I know. You're wondering about the little black box? You get an item that allows you to open them later. They usually have big rewards in them. Now, one of the big themes of this game is that everything you do influences all the other timelines, specifically the ones in the past. So, for example, in this timeline, my rescuing the queen, after I rescued the queen, they said that they were going to start up a courthouse just for dealing with people like that would kidnap a queen or a princess. And you'll be able to see that courthouse when I go back to the present. Stop picking on Marley. There you go. Really, how many attacks does he get? His attack gauge has got to be ridiculous. Incidentally, if you end up being interested in this game at some point, you can get it for Super Nintendo, obviously, but you can also get it for 3DS, not 3DS, sorry, DS, PlayStation Network, and let's see. I guess that's actually about it, but... Oh, yes, there's a mobile version, too, for iOS and maybe Android, I'm not sure. This is the Super Nintendo version, but with a retranslation patch on it. Oh, right, it's on PlayStation and PlayStation Network, my bad. So you can play it on your PlayStation 1 or your PlayStation 3. But the PlayStation version has cutscenes, but really bad load times. Although I think they fixed the load times for the PlayStation Network version of it. The DS version actually has the cutscenes from the PlayStation version and an additional dungeon. And the whole game is slightly harder for the DS version. Now this portal here actually stays open, for now at least, so I can go back there and stuff like that. If you're wondering why I'm not using the caps as I get them, I haven't quite decided on my permanent party for this game, and the caps are pretty rare, so you want to actually pick and choose who they get to. I'm fairly sure I will have Chrono my final party, but I'm not sure I want to spend a bunch of power points on him just yet. So the very same courthouse I helped encourage them to build is the one that would eventually get me arrested. Oh hey, XSplit's not cutting off the bottom of my of the garbage from the emulator correctly right now. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna fix that. Oh, never mind. It was. There's just an extra bit of black there this time around. Okay. There's just a black bar around the bottom, but I guess that's actually just there for another reason. Now, if you remember the things I was doing in the beginning of the game, where I wanted to avoid stealing the guy's lunch, where I helped the kitten, all of that jazz, all of those actions actually helped me here at the court. I think there was one more nice thing I could have done, but I forgot to do it, but oh well. It seems more complicated than it is. You'll see in a minute why. So, all not guilties yet. I guess there was still that one. I forgot about him. Oh, there's more than I expected. I thought there was only like 4 or 5 of them. So they say they're going to put him away for 3 days for solid confinement for actually going and taking her in the first place. Even if he didn't actually kidnap her. And you think to yourself, well, that can't be as bad as what they were planning to do, you know, offing him. And you see Marley reacting quite drastically to the idea of him going into solitary confinement. Ah, but this is why she was reacting so badly, because this councilman here is just gonna lie his ass off. The assumption is that Marley knew they would try to kill him in the prison. Now I have two choices. I can sit here and wait out the time and see what happens, or I can irritate the guards. I don't think I've ever waited it out, but I don't think I'm going to this time either. Smarter people probably would have checked to see if he had a sword on him when they put him in prison. I should think it probably would have been fairly obvious, but... Door only opens halfway, of course. If you can actually come up behind them, you can knock them out. Little mini boss. Huh. Doesn't seem to be very good at actually hitting me. Ow. These guys are unique because if you attack them head on, it doesn't do anything. So you have to wait for them to move away from their shields like that guy did. So that one only opens halfway as well. But you notice there is a hole in the wall. I don't remember how it actually works, though. Also, if you like coming back here to use the cup again. Okay, yeah, I recall that you drop from above into that room, but I can't remember how to actually get to the room. Oh, I bet I know. Maybe not. Maybe it's further along and I don't remember. This is an interesting place to fight because it shows you that the game isn't just top-down. You've got a side view here, and your techniques are modified by it. So if I use my spin slash, you'll see it vertical this time instead of horizontal. But the irony is, it's actually sort of a trick. The models are slightly different, but the characters are actually working the same way. Actually, I don't think the models are even different. It's just the background's different, so it seems different. Oh, I goofed. Ow. Now, having rescued him, it actually lowers the price of goods from that place. I think I want to go over here first, but I can't remember for sure. Nope. I thought he would turn again. When you see him double slash like that, it's nothing I'm doing. It's actually just a critical hit. It was a pretty cool way to show off critical hits, I think. Oh, here we go. I think we can get down to that room from here. Ooh, shelter. Very nice. Maybe it's the next room up then. Oh, I attacked the wrong one. You can see how much drastic the damage is when you hit them with the shield up. I should have used a spin there with them both out of the shield. But man. Their attack gauges are really slow. Ah, the silver sword. So you'll see really quickly that this game actually has a lot of depth to it. Not just in the story, but in the level design and character design. Oops. Ooh. No, I don't want to go that way yet. I guess I did need to go to that other room way back earlier. Incidentally, if it would allow me to actually stay at the back for this fight, I could just kill them right off the bat. But for some reason in this particular version of this fight, they always move you to the front. Guess they don't want to make it too easy. It's also a great way to teach the player about positioning and whatnot. Positioning and attack timing. I believe these two come back to life after I loot the chest. But it's worth it for the bronze armor. There, now I believe I've collected everything I can collect from here. Oh, I should remember to equip my armor. I forgot. Another boss coming up pretty soon here, so. I had better armor as well already that I should have equipped. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Borderlands 2. It's pretty good. Actually supposed to play some later today. I forgot to heal. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I forgot to heal. Totally. Oh, I guess I still can. I'm actually just gonna go back to that save point. Well, it's not really worth using a shelter just for the one character. Certainly I have a potion here somewhere. What is that? Oh, right, that's the item to open up gateways. I find it quite a lot better than the first one, actually. The weapons are more interesting. The graphics are roughly the same, but the weapon models and stuff like that are better, and the dialogue is more numerous, and they've got some great special guests for the voice actors. It is still relatively difficult to play solo, though, so you really kind of much better to enjoy with friends. Oops. So, if you recall those blueprints, this is the dragon tank, so I shouldn't be attacking the body. If you focus on the head, you can usually break it pretty quickly, and then it can't heal as easily. Or at all, really. Oh, again I did it. They also, as the blueprint suggested, made the head fireproof, so I couldn't use my big fire technique on the head to kill it too easily. Although I suppose I could actually use Chrono's physical technique to put in a little bonus damage. The neat thing about using this ability is it actually hits all the different parts of the tank at the same time. Now, I've taken care of the head. Generally speaking, at this point, you want to take out the wheel so it can't use charge attacks. I should have used a combo attack, but I kind of forgot. Now that it's not immune to fire anymore. Well, it was never immune to fire. The head was. And each different phase actually has different attacks, as I'm sure you noticed. Yeah, the effects can be pretty neat. The higher level spells at the end of the game are pretty amazing. Particularly of note, I would note the Luminaire spell you get later on. It's really cool. That badass finish. And of course, because we can't finish a boss fight without comedic relief. Oh hey, Crumps, how's it going? I guess I should consider healing. Pretty good, actually. Resolved most of the technical issues I was having with the game yesterday. There's still a tiny bit of crackle here and there, but it's pretty good. I didn't mention this to you, Crumps, but I'm not using the official translation of the game. I'm actually using the Chrono Compendium translation, or Compodium, or something like that. It's just, as far as I'm aware, slightly more accurate than the actual North American release of the game. Especially when in regards to Frog. Well, in regards to her, mostly it's just a name difference, which I've mentioned earlier in the cast. I hadn't seen any major changes in her actual dialogue, but her name makes a lot more sense with this patch. I'm looking greatly forward to seeing more of the correct dialogue.